Why is that saying private? Okay. I don't know why this live stuff is so confusing to me, but it is. I'm not seeing my... Is this it? Okay. That is really loud. I think Ooh. I think I've almost got the audio working. Hello? Okay, does that work? Let me see if it works on my phone. Okay, does that work? I got it to work. Okay, great. Alright guys, I have been like struggling to figure out how to get the audio to work. That's a little loud though. Try to turn it down a little bit. What is that buzzing sound? I'm sorry about that buzzing sound. I don't know what that is. Maybe I can... Does that fix it? No? That one. Does that fix it? No. Aha. Okay. Okay, I think we got it working. Awesome. And okay, so I have been working for the last like 2 hours to try to figure out how to get my audio to work with OBS. So this is all kind of a test run for me, and I think I finally got it fixed. I am sorry about the video quality though. I have this camera, but I can't figure out how to get to work as a webcam. So I'm having to use the actual webcam from my computer. I'm not usually a live streamer, so I haven't done this in, God, when was the last time I live streamed with my face? Probably like 2 years ago, when I did have a webcam, like an actual webcam before I got that camera. But my old webcam is broken, so I can't use that one. But if we can get some people in here, hopefully we can have a good time. I know it's a little late, but it took me hours. I mean, hours just to figure out the audio. And I tried to go live earlier. Let me send this out. I tried to go live earlier, and there was absolutely no audio on it whatsoever. And I Googled and Googled and Googled and couldn't figure out what it was. I Googled Blue Yeti, because that's what this is it's a Blue Yeti. And hey Irish Whiskey, I'm sorry about earlier. I couldn't get my audio to work, but I figured it out. It was my settings in OBS. I didn't have it set up right. I went through everything. I went through all my audio settings in my computer. I was starting to think my Blue Yeti was messed up, but when I went to voice record and tested it, it was able to pick up my voice, so I couldn't figure out what was going on. But I finally got to work. How you doing, Irish Whiskey? Long time no see. At least not in a live stream, because I haven't live streamed in like 2 years. I'll send this out to people. I had no problem with my audio and OBS. It is the background that is kicking my butt. All I have is a black background when I go green screen. Oh, I have no idea how to actually green screen in OBS. Mine was my audio. I had to go into the actual OBS settings. I didn't know I was supposed to do that. And set the, the mic/aux to my microphone. Instead of doing that, I was trying to set up a audio input and hook that up to my mic, and for some reason that wasn't working. But I finally got to work. Tell everyone there is free beer and cheese and you will be swamped in minutes. Yeah, no kidding, right? Free beer and cheese. I already had a beer tonight. Some cheese sounds pretty good, actually. I gotta tell people about my live stream before I can have people in here, which I haven't yet. And it sounds like one of my kiddos are up and getting some water. Let me see. Let me send this out. Get some people in here. I actually had something planned for tonight, but now I'm not sure if I have enough time before I gotta get the kiddos up for school. Computer malfunction. And send it out to my group. Yeah, and if any of you guys haven't joined me on Facebook or Twitter or anything like that, I would love to see y'all. I have an actual page, or a Lilith Nova friend request page you can send me on Facebook, and I also have one you can just like or follow. And I also have, if you're just a Peculiar Occurrence fan, I also have a group just for Peculiar Occurrences. I'm just putting that out there since I'm notifying people about the live stream on this page as now. Irish Whiskey says, is the sun ready to come up there because it is after 1 here on the West Coast? It is actually 4:18 a.m. here, but I'm used to night shift, so I'll more likely take my kiddos to school and end up going to sleep while they're at school until I have to go pick up the youngest one, if I can sleep. I didn't realize you were on the West Coast. They're Irish Whiskey. Speaking of, have you ever heard of McCormick Manor that used to be in San Diego? I've been seeing that going around in the news here lately. McCormick Manor. It's supposed to be the scariest horror house that exists. I have you on 1 or 2 accounts on Facebook. Not sure if I have your personal or Peculiar Occurrences. Might have both, but I'll have to look you up on Instagram, Twitter. I get confused. Yeah, I'm on Instagram too. Yeah, I'm a part of your paranormal group, Irish Whiskey. That much I know. I don't know if you're in my actual like the Lilith Nova page you can like instead of friend request. I think you're on the one that you can friend request, aren't you? I'm pretty sure. I do have a group for Peculiar Occurrences, and since you're paranormal, if you want to go join that, you are allowed. I do allow other paranormal pages to post their videos in there and kind of advertise themselves in there. Also, if anybody wants to make any suggestions for future videos, the Peculiar Occurrence, especially for Peculiar Occurrences, that is the perfect page to go and do that at. Sorry, I keep seeing something behind me. That's alright. But what I was saying about McCormick Manor. Has anybody ever heard of McCormick Manor? Saying anybody because it says I have 3 watchers. Got a couple of lurkers up in here. That's alright. You guys can lurk. You don't have to say anything. I've been seeing this McCormick Manor in the news. I think it was run by a guy called Russ McCormick. He was a veteran. I've been in a huge Facebook war over this place, over McCormick Manor, with a lot of people saying that it should stay around, a lot of people saying it should be shut down. And I've went down the rabbit hole on this thing. I go by my personal account under Greg's on Facebook is what I think. I'm subscribed to you there. Oh, okay. Okay. But I gotta tell you, if you haven't heard of McCormick Manor, I've gotta tell you about this place. Especially Irish whiskey, you being paranormal, this might actually be interesting to you. It's supposed to be a haunted house, right? I think I've done that, but my account is Greg Swanson Rust and Relics. Oh, okay. But this place is supposed to be a haunted house, right? And I went down the rabbit hole of videos of exposing the McCormick House videos, and the McCormick House, the McCormick Manor actually has its own YouTube channel. And they have a Facebook where they're supposed to live stream this stuff. I haven't actually seen the live streams yet. But it seems it used to be a kind of horror slash, what was that old show? Fear, what was that old show? I think Joe Rogan might have hosted it. Fear Factor? It was like a Fear Factor horror thing until it closed down in San Diego in 2015, and they moved up here to Tennessee. I think it was supposed to be Somerville, Tennessee. And the town that he's in now, seriously, there are so many places in California, I can't even keep track of all of them. I've covered places from Fresno all the way to Joshua Tree in the California desert. Okay, well, this place, it really might end up interesting you. I'm going to read you something here in a second. They ended up moving to Summer, Tennessee, and they're supposed to have a place down in Alabama. They tried to go to North Carolina, and North Carolina ended up running them out. But apparently, after they left San Diego, it changed. People are saying it changed from a horror slash fear factor to just straight up a torture factory. Like, this guy, he makes you take a physical fitness test meant for people that do sports, right? And you also have to sign like a 40-page waiver. And part of the waiver has actually been put onto the internet, and it is insane. This is what I want to show you guys. This is insane. Hold on, let me set it up to where you can actually see the page. Okay. Transition that. Okay. I want to read you guys this waiver. It is crazy. You're basically giving this guy permission to do absolutely anything to you. He claims the waiver itself is supposed to be part of the mind tricks behind it, but there has been a lot of people come forward and make exposed videos on this guy. While I'm reading this, I won't be able to see the chat. Okay, it says, participant understands that they may incur injuries from falling props in the event that they become unstable during the tour. Participant fully understands and agrees that they may come in contact with carbon monoxide poisoning with regards to use of artificial fog. Let me do it like this, because I want to be able to see you guys and see the chat. Okay. This way I can see the chat. Participant fully understands and agrees that once participant enters MM, there is no quitting, unless serious physical or psychological injury is present. And from what I've seen from the videos, that one is very true. at one point he was supposed to had a safe word, and there has been reports of people saying the safe word several times and it being ignored, and them end up having to do like a 10-hour tour, 8 to 10 hours inside this place, and them not allowing them to quit. Now here's the scary one. Participant fully understands that injuries may occur during their tour of MM, which may include but not limited to head, neck, and back injuries, death, frickin' death, stroke, traumatic brain injury, brain aneurysm, or, I can't read that, cerebellar or retinal hemorrhage, heart reactions, nausea, headache, dizziness, lacerations, broken or sprained bones, torn ligaments, bleeding, wounds, scrapes and or cuts, heart stroke or drowning, and does not hold MM responsible. Participant fully understands and agrees that being scared, having a panic attack, etc. does not count as a serious injury. Participant fully understands and agrees that their tour may include the use of hypodermic needle. Zappers, tasers, or dog shock collars. Participant fully understands and agrees that they may be crushed in a pit by various objects. Participant fully understands and agrees that various fluids such as food coloring, grease, theatrical blood, or other liquids may be placed in participant's mouth. It is participant's responsibility not to swallow. Participant fully understands and agrees that they may be fish hooked, which may inadvertently cause rippage to the mouth area. Participant fully understands and agrees that they must divulge all information regarding allergies. Participants' allergies include, and I guess that's where you would list your allergies. Participant fully understands and agrees that they must divulge all information regarding dentures, contacts, pacemakers, piercings, and that all piercings must be removed to prevent damage to participant. Participant fully understands and agrees that if they are selected to visit the dentist, oh, I hate this one, that they may have a tooth extracted without Novocaine and will not hold MM liable. Participant fully understands and agrees that their teeth may be accidentally chipped, broken, or lost and will not hold MM responsible or liable. Participant fully understands and agrees that it is possible that joints, i.e. jaw, shoulder, elbow, wrist, knee, hip, etc. may be accidentally dislocated and that participant will not hold MM responsible. Participant fully understands and agrees that they will be participating in various medieval torture devices such as knife throwing while strapped to a spinning wheel, shackles, chains, gibbet cage, stocks, and rack, etc. Participant fully understands and agrees that they may be bruised by paintballs. And I've seen videos of him holding the paintball gun to people. Participants fully understand and agree that MK Ultra mind control may be used. Participants fully understand and agree a nail may pierce their hand. Participant fully understands and agrees that their hand may be smashed with tools. Participant fully understands and agrees that their nails may be removed from the nail beds. Participant fully understands and agrees that medication may be given that induces hallucinations or sedatives given in pill form or by hypodermic at MM's discretion. So they're allowed to drug you and you can't hold it against them. Participant fully understands and agrees that if chosen, they may receive a tattoo or piercing. It is the responsibility to care for such tattoo in order not to get hepatitis or other infection. Participant fully understands and agrees that choking may occur and that gagging or vomiting may occur. Participant fully understands and agrees that MM will use humiliation tactics such as name calling. We're almost done, guys. Participant fully understands and agrees that they be exposed to extreme temperatures. Participant fully understands and agrees that they may have a plastic bag or plastic wrap or on their face, which could possibly cause suffocation, blackout, etc., and participant will not hold MM responsible or liable. Participant fully understands and agrees that they may be in an enclosed chamber with live animals, which may include mice, rats, roaches, tarantulas, millipedes, centipedes, snakes, spiders, potato bugs, worms, larvae, snails, slugs, grubs, crickets, etc. Participant fully understands and agrees that they may be asked to ingest live bugs. No kidding, right, Irish? Look at this. Look at these pictures from this place. That's one of the participants, like, down in the cooler. And so making them eat something. And that one. Another one. The tarantula, I would freak out over that. Another one. It's a whole little family. Guy with snakes all over him. That is insane to me. Let me bring myself back here. So, what are your thoughts on that? Now, I heard that when the place was in San Diego, that it was more performance-wise, but there's videos all over the internet from McCormick Manor, and like The Guardian even went out there and interviewed him, and this guy's just doing this in his backyard, literally like 10 feet away from his little kids. And The Guardian actually interviewed the kids and was like, you know, why do you think your dad does this? And the kids were like, he likes to torture people. It was in the news here this week because where he's living now, there's only like a population of 1,000 people. And the neighbors witnessed a woman being thrown into a van by 2 people and called the police. Because part of this whole act is he stages kidnappings. And the police came up there, they found out that, you know, this was all staged and the woman had agreed to it and everything. And so they left. And the police actually deemed that since people are signing this waiver, that he's not doing anything illegal. But a lot of people have come forward and made videos about how it's so much more intense than they ever expected it to be. And supposedly, if you get through and make it through the entire McCormick Manor, you're supposed to win like $20,000. But there's a lot of people that say he will push you so that you don't win that $20,000. And even if you're doing good and making it through, he'll just all of a sudden make you quit so that you don't win it. There's another guy, I watched a video from him talking about how he used to work with this Ross McCormick guy, and he actually witnessed him buy $20,000 like in movie money, like $20,000 movie money, and that's actually what he plans to pay is movie money if anybody actually makes it through. And that this entire thing's just a scam, and he actually quit working with him because of the extreme tactics that he's using, that it has nothing to do with horror, that the guy gets off on torturing people. And the one thing that makes me really believe that is I saw a video of him doing an interview, And they asked him, has anybody ever actually died in McCormick Manor? And he was like, well, actually, about 3-4 years ago, one guy had a heart attack. And then he smiled and went, it was marvelous. Like, he enjoyed the fact that somebody died during his tour. It creeped me out. I've heard of places like that, but not that extreme. If anyone agrees to that and likes S&M and Dan, that is their business. But if anyone relates against them or anyone, I say not guilty. Yeah, there's a lot of places like this, but this particular place is actually shunned by the other haunted house, extreme haunted house tour places, because they say that he's not one of them, that he makes all the other ones look bad, because he's not concentrating on any sort of horror. It's just straight, basically he exercises you to death, making you crawl on all fours and having you holding your head underwater, and psychologically messes with you. And there's absolutely no horror to it anymore that there used to be back when they were in San Diego. But now that he's moved locations, that's no longer the case. It's just straight torture. And he's only been in the new places for about 2 years now. And there has been a lot of complaints come out since then. Like, I've watched videos of people claiming they were hardcore fans to the point that they were moderators on his videos. In his Facebook group, and then they went through the experience themselves, and now they're speaking out against him because it's not what it was portrayed to be. It's, I don't know. I think something's going on with it. I don't see how it's been able to keep running with everything that I've been seeing on it. Now, I'm all for, everybody should be free to do what they want to do legally on their property and run a business and such, but it's just all the people that's coming out against him. There's even people that's tried to go to the police over him and tried to tell him, that he's hitting them with drugs and stuff like that, but he's completely protected by the waiver he makes people sign. Haunted house and our torture factory are two very, very different things. Exactly. And that's why even other haunted house, like extreme haunted house places, have started speaking out against this guy because he's making them all look bad. I went down this whole rabbit hole yesterday on McCormick Manor. I seriously ended up in like a 2-day Facebook battle over whether or not this place should be shut down, and just trying to shift through what's real and what's BS about it. My biggest worry about it is it's done in his backyard. Like, even if everything is legit, it's being done in his backyard, and the kids that he showed were like, that the Guardian showed were like 7, 8, 9 years old. He had like 3 little impressionable kids that are being exposed to this, and like literally it's being done 10 feet away from their back door. And when they asked the kids, why does your daddy do this, they were just like, he likes to torture people. And that's the part that scares me, is how is that psychologically going to mess up those kids? Can they tell that this isn't supposed to be real? Or, daddy's torturing people. Are they going to think that's okay growing up in an environment like that? Now, hopefully, he's explained to these kids over and over again that this isn't real. Although all the people going up there saying, yes, this is very real, he actually tortures you. He actually tortures people. He waterboards them and puts them in pits and tries to crush them and tries to bury them alive. And I've seen this one video where he puts a barrel on this one guy's back and he calls it the turtle and had him crawl across the yard on his stomach. Can you do a stream yards from your computer? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Irish. Am I too loud or something? Okay. I'll wait for you to answer me back. What do you mean, can you do a stream yards from your computer? Am I too much up on my mic or something? And hello to everyone that may be just joining us. I see we have 5 people watching. Would love to see you in the chat. If you want to lurk, that's fine too. We're just talking about McCormick Manor. Please give this video a thumbs up while you're here. And if you're new, hit subscribe. No, I want to try to have you as a guest on my channel tomorrow night. I was going to do a reading, but I think this is much more important. Get the information out to as many people as possible. Alright, you'll have to show me how to do that. How to come on your channel. I've done it before, but it was like 2 years ago. I think you have to do like that Google thing. I can't exactly remember what it's called. Mr. Moth Gurgle. Hello, welcome to the stream. Nice to see ya. Yeah, I'd love to be on your channel, but contact me in private. Let me know what time and how we would go about doing that. Like I said, I've done it a couple of times. I was on Nays Days before, and I had this one guy that interviewed me. And, what was the other one I was on? I've been on a few. StreamYards is how I do my panels because I only have a cell phone. I can send you a link and you can join as a guest. As long as I can do it from my computer setup, then yeah. We can figure out. I will contact you in the morning. Alright. Technically, it's already my morning. You'll probably be contacting me by my afternoon. I'm a few hours in the future compared to you. Mr. Moth Gurgle. I don't think I've ever seen you comment on any of my videos or anything, mister. I'm not sure how to say your name. Moth Gurgle? Am I saying that right? Moth Gurgle? That's how I do most of my art videos with my cell phone. My cell phone sucks. I have an old Android. It's probably like 5 years old. The camera quality. Right now, my camera quality is bad because I'm using the one that's in my computer. My camera quality on my phone is 100 times worse. No joke. Well, welcome, Mr. Moth Gurgle. I don't think I've ever seen you comment on any of my videos or anything like that, so I take it you're new. The name is from my books. Oh, that's awesome. Very awesome. We got an author in the house. Where'd you find me from? Are you subscribed, or did you come over from Facebook or Twitter? I know I have a couple of authors on my Facebook. A couple of them. One of them that runs this pretty cool Facebook group where he posts his poems and stuff. Facebook. Okay, cool. Welcome. Hit that subscribe while you're here if you want. Check out my peculiar videos. Which I have been, for those of you that watch Peculiar Occurrences, I've been trying to get back into it. I know I stopped posting them there for a while because I've had so much legal stuff going on. You guys don't even know. I hate dealing with the courts. But we got a couple of kids in a bad situation, so we're trying to take, what's it called, kinship guardianship of them. Try to keep them out of the system. So we've been having to make everything perfect around the house and deal with DCS and deal with the courts, and I'm so ready for that to be over and get life back to normal. But that's why I haven't been posting my Peculiar Occurrences, because they are so hard to make. I have to do so much, like a ton of research and then filming, and that's probably about the easiest part, is the filming, and it takes me a good couple of days to a week, depending on the length of the video, to actually edit it and get it green screened and get all the stock footage and all that approved. But the biggest problem is finding the subjects I want to cover. So I'm really picky about what I cover. I have to it has to grab my attention. Because if it doesn't grab my attention, I don't feel like it's going to grab your guys' attention. And if it doesn't really grab my attention, I'm not going to put the effort into it that it deserves and that you guys deserve. So I might as well not even do it. So really the hardest part is finding stories and subjects that grab my attention enough for me to research them so deeply that it's worth making an episode for you guys. So I'm so particular about it. I have no idea what my next one's going to be. But I'm waiting for something to jump out at me. I did have a good one for tonight, so maybe I'll come on here and live stream on another night. 30th. Yeah, I just remembered that Irish. We might have to talk in private about doing a live stream on your channel, because I just realized it's the 30th. Tonight's my husband's birthday. So I might not be able to do it tonight. I'm not sure. I'll have to see what we're doing. And then tomorrow's Halloween. And, I gotta take 5 kids trick-or-treating. So gotta do what you like philosophy. If you're not enjoying your work, fans will feel it. Exactly. That's how I feel about it. That's why it's so hard for me to pick out a subject to do a Peculiar Occurrence episode about, because that's the way I feel about it. If I'm not enjoying it, and if I'm not super into it, then you guys are going to be able to see that and feel that, and you all are worth more to me than that, than me giving you something I've half-assed. I just don't want to do that. Then at the same time, there's some stuff I'll get super excited about and think you guys will really love, and I'll put it out there, and I might get 56 views on it, hardly any. But, that's okay. I still enjoyed making it. So, yeah. So, I was talking about McCormick Manor for anybody just coming in. And after I stop this, you should go back and listen to what I was reading about their waiver. The sort of stuff that's in their waiver about, you know, they can extract teeth from you and you can't hold them liable. You could die and you can't hold them liable. Hey, Ghost Mafia. That's another one I've been on. Ghost Mafia. Welcome. Welcome. I was just talking about McCormick Manor. Have you ever heard of it? It's basically like it's supposed to be a horror / fear factor type place, but according to people that have been there in the last like 3 or 4 years since they moved from San Diego to Tennessee, it's basically just turned into a straight up torture house. Okay, great. Like I said, I just gotta see what we're doing, so I didn't think about it. It's my husband's birthday. The 30th is. That extreme haunted house stuff is ridiculous. Yeah, well, I could see how some people would like it, depending on what it is. There's a lot of extreme haunted houses out there, but this one, even the people that run extreme haunted houses, they try to distance themselves from the McCormick Manor, because they say that this guy gives them all a bad name, that it's not an extreme haunted house, it's a torture house. Hey, brother, welcome. Long time no see. Yeah, Halloween B-Day. Well, actually, day before Halloween. He was born on Devil's Night. Explains why he's a evil little shit. I've been good, brother. It's nice to see you up in the stream. Yeah, the torture ones, it's crazy. That's what I was saying earlier. I don't know if you were lurking, Mr. Moth, but I went down a whole rabbit hole yesterday of videos on McCormick Manor. There are so many out there. Like, McCormick Manor itself has its own YouTube channel, but then there's all these other ones out there that are trying to expose them. And one of them even talked about how the guy that runs McCormick Manor, okay, get this, the place is supposed to be basically free to go to. All you have to pay is a pound of, like, dog food to get in. That's literally what you pay, is a pound of dog food to get in. Alright? And supposedly, if you make it to the end, you'll win $20,000. And no one's ever won the $20,000. Now, somebody that worked with him said that he bought movie money, so that if anybody ever wins, he's going to pay them $20,000 in movie money, because he never clarified whether or not the money is real. So there's your scam right there. And then there was some other people saying that he actually runs bets through live streams with people in Vegas, and that's how he's actually making money off of this, and that the people in Vegas during these live streams are telling him where to take these people and what to do to them. Which, I don't know if you've ever heard of the legends of red rooms, but that's what it sounds like to me, is a red room. Which, the legend of red rooms is supposed to be this organization on the dark web, on like the dark deep web, called red rooms, where these people like kidnap other people and they cut off their arms and legs and do illegal surgeries, and people pay bitcoins to be able to tell the people what to do to them. You know, what to take off, whether to take off a leg or take out a kidney, whether to let them suffer with it or to kill them. And they're supposed to be called red rooms, but it's all supposed to be like internet legend, internet myth type thing. But from what I'm hearing about him doing the bets through Vegas, that's what McCormick Manor kind of sounds like. Yeah, dog food, because he has a whole bunch of dogs. It's supposed to go to something called the Greyhound Foundation, or something like that. I think it was the Greyhound Foundation, the dog food, what he doesn't keep for his actual dogs. It's supposed to go to the Greyhound Foundation, which I looked it up, and it's supposed to find, the Greyhound Foundation is supposed to find homes for retired racing dogs. Though there's other people that say that the dog food goes to local shelters. So, but he also claims that his setup, it costs $50,000 for him to set this up and run somebody through this torture thing. So how is he making money unless he really is taking bets through Vegas? How could he afford to do that? I mean, he's not supposed to be a super rich man. He lives in a trailer, in a mobile home, on a piece of property, and does this crap out of his backyard. It's crazy. He makes people sign a 40-page waiver that has any possible way you could get hurt or die while doing this, and that you won't hold him liable. And talking about some crazy stuff like you may be put through MK Ultra mind control, that they may hit you with a hypodermic needle. I can't get it out. Hypodermic needle with a sedative or a hallucinant, so that he can drug you. He can legally drug you and get away with it. That you may have to go to the dentist and get teeth extracted. That one gets me the most. Or you may put a nail through your hand like frickin' Jesus. It sounds fishy, exactly. And what really gets me is the other places that run extreme horror haunted houses distance themselves away from him. They say he is narcissistic and psychotic, and that he gets off on torturing people. That's what really gets me, is the same people that work in the industry are against him. Because I can get some people coming forward not enjoying their experience. No matter what kind of business you run, you're going to have haters of some kind. There's going to be people that don't like what you do. There's going to be people that didn't enjoy whatever services you provide. That's just a given. You can't make all the people happy all the time. But the very people that's in this same business, they're saying he's psycho. They're saying that he enjoys it. They're saying he gets off on it. They're saying it's basically a fetish for him. Exactly, that he takes it too far. One of the guys that actually learned the business from him distanced himself from him and was like, you know, I get what you're doing, but we're going to do things our way. You take it too far. That's like exactly what he said, which would be also the same guy that witnessed him buying movie money, $20,000, like movie money, to give to the winner. To whoever wins this, they're going to get movie money, not real money. It's crazy. I've seen some of the people come in there. I've seen a couple of the videos, because he live streams this through Facebook. But people have also put some on YouTube. And I've seen some of the videos where, like, they go in there looking just fine. And he starts to torture before you ever sign the waiver. Like, there's this one video that shows two women and a man. And they got them knees deep in like, a big puddle thing. And they're already belittling them and torturing them before they sign the waiver, while they sign the waiver, without reading the waiver. He kind of explains a couple of the things that are in the waiver, but that's it. What, movie money? Movie money is like fake money they use for the movies. This guy witnessed him buying it because there's supposed to be a $20,000 prize. And a lot of people that's gone through it, there's been some that was saying, you know, that they were able to take it and they thought they were going to make it, and right before it was supposed to end, he'd be like, okay, that's enough, and pull them out so they wouldn't win the money. That he makes sure to do whatever he has to do to make sure you don't win that money. That even if somebody wins, they're going to get movie money. Allegedly. Which I don't see how he could give away $20,000 to begin with if all he's charging is a bag of dog food. It's insane. Exactly. He continues to move the goalpost. Like I said, I heard the place actually used to be decent when it was in San Diego. When it was in San Diego, it actually was like horror meets Fear Factor. But ever since he moved to Tennessee and Alabama, because he's supposed to go in between Tennessee and Alabama now, it's just straight torture factory. Torture room in his backyard, like 10 feet away from his impressionable children. And even him himself says that he would never go through the torture that he's set up for other people. I'm in Tennessee too. It's supposed to be in like Summer, Tennessee, or Somerville, Tennessee, something like that. It's in a county I've never really heard of. So yeah, there's actually, I'm in England, nowhere near home. You're lucky. And welcome from across the pond. There's actually a petition though to shut him down, but in going down the rabbit hole and Googling him, there's been quite a few petitions over the years to shut him down, and it's just never happened. Well, I guess it somewhat did, because he got shut down in San Diego, but he just moved his act across the country. He actually tried to go to North Carolina first, and they wouldn't have him. Yeah. So what are all you guys into tonight? Well, if you're on my Facebook, it's somewhere on my wall. The petition is. Just go to my Facebook wall and you'll be able to find it. That's one of the posts. I was having this big Facebook war with people who thinks that it should stay open. No, don't work too hard. Mr. Match. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Match. You don't work too hard neither. Organizing markers. LOL. Just finished up new art video. Nice. Very nice. Well, if you guys like this live streaming stuff, I might try to do it every now and again. I'm pretty much done for the night. Well, that's good. I'd ask what you do, but a lot of people don't want to put that out there. It's okay if you don't want to put that out there. I understand. I, for one, hate my job. I'm not. Haha, that's fine. If they think it should stay open, they can go there and make a video of their experience and show how happy they are to be tortured. LOL. There's some stupid mofos out in this world. That's a good idea, except for McCormick does not allow people to videotape inside themselves. He's allowed I'm guessing because he has allowed a couple of people, and now those videos have been used in exposed videos. I've heard, though, that here recently he does not allow people to record in there, that he's the only one allowed to have a camera. But he also seems to change his mind on the fly, probably because it's not a real legit business with, you know, solid regulations, so he can basically do whatever he wants and allows people to do what they want when he wants them to do it. But the people arguing it are basically arguing it due to, you know, freedoms. That he should have the freedom to conduct his business on his property, because it's his property. He paid $40,000 for the property he's living on now. So it's his own private property, and that's basically the argument that a lot of people are giving, is that some people are really into this sort of thing, and that as long as he's not doing anything illegal, that he should be allowed to continue running his business. And since people are signing these waivers, the law doesn't see it as him doing anything illegal. Though I don't see how it's not illegal to inject someone with a hypodermic needle with a hallucinogen or a sedative when you're not a doctor. That's one I question. And as well, according to the United Nations, torture of any kind, whether there's a waiver or not, torture of any kind is illegal. So I don't see how what he's doing isn't illegal. Always need somewhere to go every night, so streams are it. Nice. Well, we love having you. Gotta get sneaky with hidden cameras or something. Right? That'd be good, though. They'd need to be waterproof, because all the videos I have seen, he pretty much starts you out by making sure you're muddy and soaking wet. I'm a mechanist and work midnights. I feel you. I clean places after they close, so I usually work a lot of nights too. I work in IT infrastructure, currently setting up some servers. They're updating, so not working too hard. Haha. You got a good job. At least you sound like you got a good job. You go on with your bad self, brother. Mayhem is illegal, right? People might not have checked into it because people might not take this severity of it seriously. Well, I know, like, according to the videos a lot of people that's visited there has put out, they take it seriously. Well, the people that's been there. You have to be qualified to give someone an injection, don't you? That's what I thought, is that you would need some sort of qualification. But now, this guy is a military vet. So, that he could have been qualified through the military in some way or another. I don't know. That might be how he gets around that, if he was somehow qualified through the military. He might have, I don't know what he did in the military, you know. He might have been a medic or something in the military. That part, I don't know. But that's what I always thought, too, is that I don't see how he could give people shots. And people say that it's his own little drug mixture cocktail that he's perfected over the years that he gives the people. And I just don't see how he can legally do that. Hey, G-Man's World, long time no see. Welcome to the live stream. We are talking about Mckamey Manor, a sadistic torture house that claims to be an extreme haunt. I had just went through the waiver a little while ago and read it to people, and how you could experience death or getting your teeth extracted, nails through the hand, having things put in your mouth, and not be able to hold the place liable. Oh, let's not forget medieval torture tactics and devices, and not be able to hold them liable. I mean, the authorities, no one is making it clear what's really happening because it sounds very illegal. That's what I'm thinking. I read an article saying that 2 women tried to go to the police, and the police told them that the waiver that they signed, that he's protected by it. But I think they're going the wrong way about it. I think these people who really want to do something about it, that's been victimized by Ross McCormick, they need to go straight to the courts or the Better Business Bureau or something of that nature, and not necessarily to the police. And see if they can get something done that way. Maybe actually hire a lawyer, get an actual lawyer involved, and get the lawyer to go to the police for them. They might have a better luck that way. Have a good night, brother, or you're cross-pawned. Probably midday or something like that by now. Have a good day, brother. Thanks for coming in. Oh, my foot's asleep. I actually had a whole other plan for trying to stream tonight if it worked. Those that were here at the beginning of my stream know that I tried to do this earlier and the audio would not work at all. And I spent a couple of hours trying to figure out why the audio wouldn't work. That's why I'm starting the stream so late. I don't know what time it is where you guys are, but it's like 5:14 in the morning where I'm at. So it's super late. I've got to wake my kids up at 6. But I'm going to stay on here till then. So, yeah. I'm gonna stream again on another day because I do have a really good idea for a stream. 4:15 there. Didn't you say you're in Tennessee? You must be on on the other side of Tennessee near Nashville. On the other side. I'm in the Eastern Standard Time Zone of Tennessee, over in East Tennessee. Memphis, yeah, I thought so. I'm an hour ahead into your future. I'm over around Knox area, Knoxville. So, East Tennessee. But welcome, Memphis. Ow. Yeah, I probably haven't been out. I don't think I've ever been to Memphis. If I have, I was a little kid. I know I went to Nashville once when I was a little kid. Like, I was super little. I was probably like 7, 8 years old. I haven't been over that way since I was young. Yeah. Used to be nice. It's kind of messed up now. Yeah, I was gonna be nice. I've heard some things. I've heard some things about Memphis. But honestly, Knoxville used to be nice. It ain't that far off anymore. It ain't so nice anymore. Oh, I'm sure they try to hide that. Tennessee's real bad about trying to hide crimes and stuff like that goes on here, because tourism is everything in Tennessee. And so they try to hide all the bad stuff that happens here so it doesn't affect tourism. Because I know, especially in East Tennessee, tourists going through here to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, that is everything economy-wise. So they try to hide all the druggies and rapes, and I probably shouldn't say that. You can get in trouble by YouTube for saying that one. But all the really bad stuff that happens around here, they really do. They'll sweep it under the rug rather than investigate it. See, you agree? They do. They'll sweep it under the rug to keep their stats low. I actually had a detective tell me that once, that they sweep that stuff under the rug. It's to keep their stats low, like stats for the R word and robberies and stuff like that. They try to keep it low so that people still want to come here, so the people think it's safe and come here for to tour Tennessee. It's crazy. Makes me wonder how many states do that for, because I know we can't be the only one, you know. I bet a lot of places do that, try to keep their stats low for tourism. If you do come through here as a tourist, do not go to McCormick Manor. Don't do it. You don't want to do it. You know, I've heard that place, with everything that the rumors about it, it's supposed to be a torture house and stuff, that it has a waiting list that's over like 30 or 40,000, like waiting list, up into the multiple thousands waiting list. I can't remember that exact number, but that's what Ross McCormick claims, is that there are thousands upon thousands of people on a waiting list to come up there and let him torture them. It's insane. Right? It is crazy. I don't see why anybody would want to subject themselves to that. I mean, to each their own. I'm one for scary houses. I love haunted house type stuff, but if they're actually going to put their hands on me, beat me, torture me, waterboard me like this place is supposed to do, I'll go to the scariest house around as long as you keep your hands off me. That's where I draw the line, is them putting their hands on me. No. You can jump out at me, scream. You know, I'd even excuse somebody jumping out at me and accidentally bumping me or hitting me, you know, if it was an accident. But them straight out saying, hey, we're going to torture you. You might end up with a tattoo on your face. There's this one video where he cut these women, like, all their hair off. He cut all their hair off. Extracting fingernails. No, honey, no. I got family in Chattanooga. All I know of Knoxville is that ball from the World's Fair. That ball from the World's Fair. The Sun Sphere. It's called Sun Sphere. And I-75, there is a really good cheese farm off of I-75, but don't remember the name. Great jalapeno cheese. Hey, I don't even know about that. Cheese farm? That sounds good. We got Cheese Factory. But yeah, you're talking about the Sun Sphere. I love going up to the Sun Sphere. It's so high up though. You know how when you get really high up and you get like this pit in your stomach and it feels like your stomach's up in your throat? I get like that every time I go up in the Sun Sphere. But it's really pretty. My daughter took this beautiful picture of downtown Knoxville last time I took her up into the Sun Sphere. It is good, that cheese place. I haven't heard of that. Not a cheese farm. I live like right near where all the major interstates connect. Hello, Chris. Welcome back. How are you? Nice to see you. Excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold. I've been real bad sick all week. It's been making its way through the house. Oh my gosh. I was congested, had a horrible cough for 3 or 4 days. Well, more last week I had it, but I still got the cough. Now I had to go get my license. Like, I haven't had a driver's license in 14 years. I have not had a driver's license. And I just went and took my driver's test. And I can't believe how nervous I was. I had to drive like an hour away and go take my driver's test. But I passed. It made me happy. And I had to do it like just coming down off the back of this code. I was hoping they wouldn't notice that I was a little bit sick. Like, I was over it enough. I don't think I was sick enough to where I was going to pass it off to the lady giving me a test or nothing. But I've had this residing cough ever since. And that was last Thursday that I took the test. And I was sick like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. In Crossville? Know where that one's at. Nice. Just got all kinds of people in here with connections to Tennessee, don't we? My mama lived in Chattanooga. Nice. That's over more near Mr. Moth than me. I'm over in East Tennessee. I live in Michigan. I actually know a lot of people from Michigan. I have a good friend named Leah that lives up there now. I know there's been quite a lot of people that I grew up with that moved down here from Michigan. My friend Grant, my friend Tim, quite a few. So, you know, I've heard all about you guys. I know everyone that I've met that I grew up with from there. They're really nice people. Y'all hear that? Hear the train? I'm near the tracks. Some are nice. Well, the ones I was friends with were nice. But then again, I'm a big old geek, and the ones I was friends with are too. So, maybe that's why they're nice. They are self-admitted geeks. So, you know. Train, take me out of this town. Yeah. I'm a couple of blocks away from it. You would think I was closer with, you know, how much we can hear it. How easy it is to hear. I found it. It's Sweetwater Valley Farm in Philadelphia, Tennessee. Oh, okay. I'm nowhere near that. That's why I didn't know where it was at. I don't know. You got me wanting to go visit it, though. Cheese Farm sounds good. Oh, I had like 3 grilled cheese sandwiches yesterday. I don't know what's been up with me and the grilled cheese sandwiches lately. But like, my daughter was homesick, and that's all she could really get down was grilled cheese sandwiches. So she kept wanting grilled cheese sandwiches. So I ended up fixing like 3 grilled cheese sandwiches yesterday. Whew. It's almost my bedtime after I take the kiddos to school. This has been fun. I have not done this in so long. I have not live streamed in like 2 years. Ghost Mafia, I don't know if they're still in here, but for those of you that seen them in here earlier, I think that's the last time I've been on a live stream. Was I did their live stream about a year or so ago. And that's probably the last time I was on a live stream. Ray the Film. Hello, welcome. Glad to see you. We're just chit-chatting at the moment. We were discussing McCormick Manor, if you've ever heard of it. It's a torture place that allegedly a torture place that disguises itself as an extreme haunted house. Yeah, it's about halfway between Knoxville and Chattanooga. They have all kinds of cheese, and it's a great day trip. You can watch them make the cheese, and it's free unless you buy some cheese. Oh, yeah? I might actually do that then. Is the cheese super expensive? So I really wouldn't want to go there unless I was going to buy some cheese. But, you know, I like free. Who don't like free? I know I like free. Free is always good. Yeah. That is an outstanding mic and some awesome nails. So yeah, if you guys do, though, let me go back over to this. If you guys do want to check out some stuff on McCormick Manor, like literally, like this right here, that is a 2-hour stream. But I think it's from back when McCormick Manor was in San Diego, and it was still somewhat horror meets Fear Factor, not what it is today. And there's just all kinds of videos on it. Mckamey Manor Exposed. I watched this one. This guy right here, Mckamey Manor Full Exposure, he's the one I was talking about earlier that was a super fan of the McCormick Manor until he actually went through it. And he's been trying to expose him ever since. There's another live stream thing. Mckamey Manor presents Beth H. Like I said, they have their own YouTube channel. The 195k subscribers. Their last video was literally 2 years ago. They've only been in the Tennessee location for about 2 years. If that tells you anything. Which is when it was supposed to have changed from horror to straight torture. Alright, good night, Greg. So yeah, it's just video after video. Especially if you put in exposed. It's just video after video of people trying to expose him. This one right here, the real Mckamey Manor. I may be saying his name wrong. Mckamey Manor. I've been saying McCormick, haven't I? Mckamey. It's Mckamey Manor. I've been saying it wrong this entire stream. But this guy right here, he's what I was talking about earlier that worked with him. That actually worked with him and said that he was like a narcissistic psycho who got off on torturing people, and that he witnessed him buying movie money to pay the $20,000 with as the reward. So yeah, if you guys want to look into that, literally you can Google it. I wonder if any of that breaks YouTube rules. Oh, it's got to. This is definitely not family friendly. It's got to break something, but YouTube seems to also pick and choose who it's going to punish. I mean, that's the whole reason why a lot of sick people, like the people that I don't know if you guys watch Hat Man or Mr. G. They've been covering a guy named Alpha Genesis, who is a self-proclaimed pedophile, and that's why people like them are they have platforms, because YouTube kind of just picks and chooses who can stay on here and who can't, and it's very random. Alright, can I post the website? You can buy the cheese online from their website. Yeah, you can post the website. I like cheese. Cheese. Sorry, it took me a minute to get to that. I was kind of showing y'all something. You're making me really want another grilled cheese sandwich, though. Like, for real. I might have to have one before I go to bed. It makes me so happy that so many people have shown up. Just because I haven't live streamed in years, and this kind of tells me that you all are actually interested, too, in me live streaming. I always get super nervous when I live stream, though, because, you know, I mess up, I can't just edit it out. I mispronounce something, I can't just edit it out. Kind of like how I've been calling McCormick this entire night. If this was an episode of Peculiar Occurrences that I was trying to film, I would have had to completely refilm it because I have been calling him by the wrong name the entire time. Oh, it wouldn't let you post? That sucks. Send it to me on Facebook. If you can. Lilith Nova. Because I really would like to check out their website. If you can, send it to me on Facebook. Either private or post it to my wall. Either one, I don't care. It's not a mod. Oh, okay. Only mods can do that? Here. I made you a mod for right now. Go ahead and post it. See if it'll let you post now. I don't know if you have to refresh or something for the mod stat to come up. But I've definitely known you long enough to trust making you a mod. I've known you for like 2 years now? Something like that. I think we met in Sadie's group. There we go. Thank you. Here, we'll look at this together. How about that? Check it out. Why? Because what else am I going to do for content? That's why. Cheese cows. Wow. Sweetwater Valley Farm. Actually, I've heard of Sweetwater Valley. Okay. And my computer's being all messed up, so we can't just slowly scroll down all beautifully and cinematically. Cheese shop, cafe, gift packages. Ooh, $6. That is some pretty expensive cheese. $5. Cheesy egg bites. This is gonna make me hungry. Find our cheese near you. Oh, I see what that is. Okay, that's pretty cool. Wait a minute, shop online. Online shopping. You can get a gift basket of cheese. I want somebody to send me a gift basket of cheese. That would be awesome. I think I'd about be better off just buying myself a gift basket of cheese, dude. It's making me hungry, though. For real. Alright. Transition back. I used to travel a lot till recently. How'd I miss this cheese place? Trippy. It's great cheese, though, and worth the money. It's definitely making me hungry for some cheese. That's for sure. Ah, crap. Okay, well. It's it's 5:42. I'm about to have to wake up the kiddos. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. I thank everybody for coming out. I love all of you guys so much. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Please hit that thumbs up. It'll definitely help me out. And I'm probably going to do this again sometime. So this was pretty fun and relaxing. So hopefully I'll see you guys again. I gotta go over to where I can actually stop the stream. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Love y'all. Peace.